Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start off by toning the wig. So I'm going to be using some purple shampoo. I'm going to be using the Shimmer Light shampoo, and I'm just going to be pouring some of that in a container with water. Now I use regular, just, warm water. So it doesn't really matter the temperature. And as you can see, that wig is giving 613 Barbie doll. Okay, so we want to get rid of that before we dye it. So make sure you tone your wig. And another tip as well, you want to make sure that your wig is being toned evenly. So make sure you're opening up the wig and just making sure that everything is coated, because if your wig does not tone evenly, then of course when you go to dye it won't be the same color. So if you sometimes don't get the same color when you are using like 613 blonde, it might be because if you tone the wig, it didn't tone evenly. Alright, so I'm going to let the wig sit in toner for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it out. Now on the back of the shampoo bottle, it does say to let the toner sit for about 2 to 3 minutes before rinsing it out. So that's what I did. I let it sit for 2 minutes. So this is what the wig looked like once it was freshly washed, and then I went on to let it air dry. Me personally, I like doing the watercolor method on dry hair because I feel like color picks up on dry hair better, but you can still do this if the wig is still damp. But me personally, I like to do this on dry hair. So moving on to the color. So as you can see, I had 2 bottles of Adore Sweet Mint, and I did end up using both bottles, but I did use 1.5 bottle on my first go round, and then I went on to add the rest of the bottle later on once I seen like some parts of the wig, like the middle part of the wig, didn't catch the color. So I started off with basically 1.5, and then to make sure everything was coated, I used the remaining of the bottle. Alright, so I'm going to let the wig sit in the color for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to, of course, condition the hair. I'm not going to shampoo because I didn't really add any product or any chemical to the hair. And as you can see, that wig soaked up all that color. So I'll definitely recommend when you do the watercolor method, at least let your wig sit in the watercolor for about 5 to 10 minutes, just so that it could really soak up all that color. So moving on to conditioning, I'm going to use some Tresemme conditioner, and of course just rake that through the hair and get it really nice and detangled, so when it dries I don't have to do too much to it. So I'm just going to let that sit in the hair. I let the conditioner sit for maybe about an hour before I went on to rinsing it out and of course styling it. Alright, so I'm going to start off by using some BioSilk serum, and I'm just going to apply that onto the hair and make sure that the hair is nice and coated before I move on to blow drying it. Now I'm actually going to be curling this wig because I'm going to be installing this on a client. So she wanted some nice little curls, so I'm going to of course blow dry and then pin curl it before I install it on my client. Alright, so this is how the color turned out once the hair was completely dry. It was evenly colored, which I was super duper proud because 613 hair can be very tricky. If you ever done like watercoloring, you know how tricky 613 hair can be. So I'm just showing you guys and like opening up the wig, especially that middle part. Y'all know for whatever reason the middle part of the wig is always the hardest to, you know, color. So everything was evenly colored and toned, so I was super duper happy about that. So here I'm just going to show you guys me installing the wig on my client, well, pretty much styling it and just showing you like the finished result, because this was mainly supposed to be like a coloring tutorial. So here I'm just going to show you guys like me just doing some finishing touches and, you know, just curling it up and, you know, showing you the final look of this wig in color on my client. Alright you guys, so this is the final result and this is how the color turned out. Super duper pretty. I'm not sure if the true color is picking up on my recording camera, but I will insert a clip right after this so you guys can actually see like the true tone of the color. It was like a nice minty green color, so here you can see like a better clip of the actual color and the true color. So it was super duper pretty and my client loved it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you beauties in my next one. Bye.